Hey everybody, welcome back to Conscientious Omnivore. My name is Pal. Today I'm super excited. I'm going to be cooking up these zucchinis. Got these from the garden. Check out the previous video if you want to see where they grew. And these are from our organic, our own garden. So first, harvest of the season, and I'm super excited. I even probably should have picked these a little sooner. I honestly was not expecting them to grow so quick. And you miss a couple days and boom, they're huge. So yeah, super nice. Still, the skin seems pretty tender. I kind of scratched this one a little bit. So I'm pretty sure they will taste great. I'll let you know when I've got this cooked up here. But we are going to make just a rice and bulgur side dish here. And we are going to cook up the zucchinis with some onions, some peppers, and a little block of tofu. We're going to do like a curry sauce kind of thing going with it. And looking forward to sharing this with you guys. Super easy, super quick. I'm going to soak this up while I prep the ingredients. I've already kind of peeled the onions. I'm going to chop everything up. We're going to start by sauteing the onions like I usually do, no oil method. Check my previous videos if you're not sure what I mean. There was one that I did recently when we were on vacation that I went through the whole steps, so you can see that if you're not familiar with it. Let's get these chopped and sauteed, and I'll show you guys what's happening next. Alright, so I got the onions sauteing nicely, got the peppers chopped up. Those are going to be going in next. And meanwhile, I've started the bulgur and the rice. Normally I would soak those ahead of time, but I didn't have a chance now, and I'm in a bit of a rush, so just gonna get everything going. I put a handful of salt in there, 2.5 times the amount of water as the rice and the bulgur. That's gonna get going, and let's get the peppers in here. Alright, so we got the peppers in there, and while I threw those in, I went outside to our terrace and just picked a bunch of basil leaves. These are fresh, grown in a pot just nearby, and I'm going to chop this up for getting ready when we add the spices. I'm not going to add it now, I just want to show it to you. And we're going to chop up the zucchinis while these are sauteing. So guys, I've just cut it in half, and I just wanted to taste it because it is a pretty big zucchini. Usually I get the smaller ones at the store, and I was concerned that it might not be tasting that good, or the seeds would be too kind of tough already, or the skin would be too hard, and then I might have to peel it. But man, it is just so incredibly tasty the way it is. I wouldn't even touch it. I'm going to leave the skin on. I don't usually peel zucchinis anyway, but it's incredibly tender and soft. The taste is amazing, and I'm looking forward to chopping up the green one too. But I'm going to cut these up into little cubes and get ready to throw them in. So got these chopped up. The green one, I just did a quick taste test. Very much the same. So very tender, very nice, very mild flavor. Really wonderful. I can't say enough. Gotta grow your own food, guys. It's just a different experience. I'm sure some of it is probably a placebo, because it's like, oh, it's my garden, so it's it tastes better. But I think really, like, I would put dollars to donuts that if you tasted this, you would know that it's a little bit special. Same thing with the basil. I mean, I'm just loving this. It's wonderful. Can't beat this. All right, let's chop this up. Throw it in there. The rice is almost done. This is softening up nicely. I want to show you guys the spices here. So I've got a good little pile of curry here, some salt, pepper to taste, and a little bit of caraway seed, and I've chopped up the basil. I can't tell you, man, the smell is just so incredible. It's awesome. I'm going to wait just a little bit longer to get the zucchinis a little bit softer, then I'm going to add all the spices in, and I'm going to cut up this block of tofu into little cubes, and I'm going to add that last. I'll show it to you next. The rice is pretty much done. I'm going to set that to the side in just a little bit, just once a little bit more of that water boils off. Here, there's definitely still a lot more liquid that I want to boil off, so I brought up the heat a little bit, and once it's kind of cooked down a little more, that's when I'm going to add the spices. I like to cube my tofu to about yay big. So what I do is I cut across, and then I go lengthwise and then across, and then they just end up into these nice little cubes. So anyway, just want to show you that. Alright, so I've added all the spices and most of the basil. I did save a little bit for the end. We're just going to use that as a fresh garnish at the top. So let's get this mixed up, let it cook for a little bit. I'm going to throw in the tofu in just like maybe one more minute. Alright, so we got the tofu added. Let it sit and simmer for like just a couple minutes. Mix it occasionally, and I'm going to hit it with a little splash of soy sauce just for some extra flavor. And don't want to go too crazy on it because the soy sauce is very salty, and I've already added salt, so depending on how salty you like things, you want to be careful when you put soy sauce in separately. So yeah, let's just get that added in, let it sit for another few minutes, and then ready to be served. Guys, so that's it. Sprinkled a little bit of the fresh basil at the top here. Did a little taste test, and came out great. I think it's really delicious. The flavors are quite good like this, good mix, and yeah, can't wait to eat this. So we're gonna sit down, have supper with the family. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a shot yourselves if you're looking for something quick to make. Zucchinis are usually something you can find, you know, in the grocery store, supermarket, wherever, pretty much all year round. Of course, if you can, and you can see how easy it was to grow ours, you know, if you can grow your own, I would definitely encourage that. So give it a shot. Hope you guys like it, and see you in the next one. Bye.